Mark my words, once Bitcoin is breaking the last all-time high of $74,000, the market makers will not give the normal people a good chance to re-enter, and we will rise very, very quickly. The majority of the crypto investors are still right now in fear, and by design, and they have to be in fear. Alright guys, welcome to a new video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, hit the ring bell so you don't miss any important or urgent update videos. As always, I have my black tea today and I have my mint tea today. Normally I have a fennel tea, but today I have a mint tea. Also, get a drink yourself, leave a like for the algorithm. Let's try to get 100 likes on this video. That would make me very happy. So first of all, a warm welcome to everyone who is new here on this channel. We just broke 3,000 subscribers. Once again, we will make this the biggest and most successful crypto and trading channel in all of YouTube. So first of all, everything statistically is pointing that Bitcoin will have a massive up push in the last quarter of the year. October, November, December. This September so far has not been good, but this has also been expected. If Bitcoin does anything amazing, it should be in October, November, and December. Bitcoin is actually moving most of the time only sideways. Those ranges where Bitcoin is moving up and down and up and down, they are called consolidation zones or accumulation zones. Why? Because big institutions and whales, they accumulate in those phases, and these zones, the purpose of them is to liquidate short-term traders and to scare off short-term holders out the market. So when the price goes up fast, only the whales and institutions make money, and all the short-term people, they are scared and leave the market. This happened last year before we had the massive push up in November, and also right now we are also on track on the timeline to also have the exact same move. Mark my words, once Bitcoin is breaking the last all-time high of $74,000, in my opinion, the market makers will not give the normal people a good chance to re-enter, and we will rise very, very quickly. The same thing happened. Sideways, people got scared, they gave up on Bitcoin. What happens? Price goes up, 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 up. Candle after candle. In my opinion, the exact same scenario is very likely also right now. On top of that also, we have now a massive outflow of short-term holders. These people are paper hands. They are paper hands and diamond hands. Paper hands are people who sell Bitcoin very easily. Essentially, they are scared and they're not very highly convinced about Bitcoin. These people are the people who are not supposed to make money. So I'm very happy and excited that those people are leaving the market, which means that mostly the diamond hands, the people who believe in Bitcoin, actually hold Bitcoin, which are the ones who are supposed to make money. So this here actually is another bullish sign, and also by far statistically, we only have around 2-3 weeks left in September, and after that, the beautiful October is starting. Also, just briefly again, the interest on Google, on the average person on Bitcoin right now is still super low, and we normally need those people for there to be a top, because those people, the stupid or unexperienced people, they are the exit liquidity. This means that once this chart is massively increasing, and once the short-term holders are massively increasing, this is the time when I will make an update video here on YouTube, and I will inform you exactly what I will do, because this is the time to be cautious and to slowly exit from your long-term swing trades and to slowly take your profits on Bitcoin and also other coins. The majority of the crypto investors are still right now in fear, and by design, and they have to be in fear, because once this goes over into the greed zone, this is the time to actually worry and be fearful, not when we are in the fear zone. Just a quick look about the Bitcoin ETFs. As you know, we have now Bitcoin ETFs in America, which means big institutions can buy Bitcoin through the ETFs and get exposure on Bitcoin. Right now, the interest on those ETFs has been very low. We had some inflows, some outflows, same. So those ETFs right now are not really important, because right now investors are still waiting to see what will happen with the Bitcoin price. Also, same thing with the Ethereum ETFs. They are right now completely irrelevant. Why? Because all the investors are waiting on what's going to happen with Bitcoin, and once Bitcoin either pumps up or dumps down, that's when people will look at Ethereum. So Ethereum clearly is the better arbitrage play and the way more underloved or hated asset out of those two. Let's have a quick look at the liquidation heat map, because this shows you where market makers most likely will push the price next. Why? Because market makers are mostly in control of the market, and they always move the price where they can liquidate the most amount of traders. So right now in the short term, we have a big chunk of long trades right here at $55,000, which I think are at a massive risk. If we zoom out a bit more, we have the most short trades up here around $60,000. And the 60K mark is a very important psychological area. So below 60K usually is like the fear or doubt zone, and above 60K actually gives people more confidence. And we have to actually break this high of 60K and ideally also retest, which means we come above, we come from the top below on the same level, and then again higher, to be very confident that we will take out the highs here at 66k. In the bigger picture, it is almost a no-brainer to liquidate all those short traders here, which have their stop loss and liquidation price at the $70,000 level, also $72,000, $73,000 level. And mark my words, once we break through this area right here, it will go very, very quickly. That's why, in my opinion, this would be the lower risk trade to enter a long trade above the all-time high once we break it. But the reward is a little bit less because, of course, you could have made all this extra money. But if risk reward is more important, right now is a better risk reward because the downside is actually less from here and the upside percent-wise is, of course, more. Now, let's look at the chart. We will start at the weekly chart. We have right now an attempted bounce on the 50 EMA, which is really, really, really important support in a bull run. And I don't trust this fully yet. Why? We still have a massive wick right here, which we did not fill. And this bullish engulfing candle right here has almost no bottom wick. And if we close somewhere between this range or this range, generally speaking, it's like a weak engulfing because we are closing into a wick of the previous candle, which has been a rejection area. Okay, so this area here from $60,000 all the way down to $56,000, this normally is an area where people like to actually sell and push the price down. Now let's zoom in. On the daily chart, we are still in a bearish market structure, which means we have lower highs on the price and we just have now an equal low. But again, I don't trust this low fully. Why again? Because we have a massive wick right here, which we didn't fill. And the risk actually is quite high that we just come up here, maybe liquidate all those people at $60,000 and then get rejected here on this level and then come back down and liquidate the people at 55k and then maybe also go even lower. Only once we come above 60k and retest from the top right here at the 60k level, this is when I'm more bullish, and that's when the chances are higher that we reach 65k up here and not come back down even furthermore. That's why 60k is, in my opinion, the most important level that we have to look at right now. So again, when we zoom in on the 4-hour chart, we have all those shorts up here at the 60k level. This is the really, really, really important high that we have to come above and retest for me to be more bullish and for me to actually think that we will reach 65k, which is up here, more likely than lower. Right now, in the short term, I think it's very likely that we will actually liquidate all those longs right here first. Why? Because this here is also the golden pocket. If we pull the Fibonacci levels from this bottom wick all the way to the top wick right here, this would be perfectly the golden pocket. The golden pocket is the strongest rejection level of any up or down trend with the highest likelihood of a reaction. And at the same time, exactly in this golden pocket between 0.5 and 0.618, between this level right here, we have the most long trades right now laying here. So in my opinion, it is almost a no-brainer to liquidate them out, and then we could see a strong reaction up from here, or again lower, depending on the price action in this zone right here. Now, let's have a look at our abandoned child Ethereum. Ethereum right now is completely undervalued, underappreciated, and unloved, aka hated, aka not liked. And this is because most people right now are waiting first on what's going to happen with Bitcoin, and then Ethereum will move. And generally speaking, whatever Bitcoin does, Ethereum replicates after, but in percent moves more. So right now the structure, of course, is still bearish, actually even more bearish than Bitcoin. So we have still lower highs here, and we had our breakout from the bear flag. The bear flag target actually is not fully reached yet, and I don't fully trust this low yet. Why? Because of course we didn't fill this wick here, and here are still lots of long traders here and stop losses. And also on this bullish candle here, which created the second bottom, we did not have any bottom wick. That's also why I don't trust this bottom too much. Also, we are still below the 21 EMA, below the 50, and we could easily come up here, get a retest on the trend line, and again, come lower. However, if this scenario were to occur, that would be actually amazing, because potentially we could see a triple lower low on the price, but a triple higher high on the RSI, and this would be actually, in fact, a 65-35, almost 70-30, depending on how clean the price action is. This would be an amazing long trade here for Ethereum for the long run. And of course, percentage-wise, Ethereum is way undervalued for Bitcoin. Realistically speaking, Ethereum needs to come up at least to $2,800, because this here is the most important high of Ethereum. And once we come up and retest from the opposite side, this is the time when I'm more bullish on Ethereum rather than bearish. But for right now, Ethereum is in the limbo waiting zone. That's why also not much is happening yet. I hope that you got some amazing things out of this video. Next, you can watch this video right here. This is definitely a must-watch video. Or if you know the video already, watch this video right here. Thank you once again for your instant support. Leave your feedback and questions in the comments because I will read and answer all questions and help you out with all my heart. I will see you in the next video. Much peace and love, and ciao.